the brakes. Listen! Did you hear it? Just when I hit the brakes, there's a piercing scream coming from the front wheel here. I took the car to the repair shop. They said it's time to replace the brake pads and it's only $3,000. I asked if it's so expensive. Why don't you just grab it? I drove off right away. Look, I just bought brake pads from the auto parts store for $80. Today I will tell you how to change the brake pads yourself. If you learn this, you will never be cheated again when you go to get your car repaired. Remove the tires first. Okay, the tires have been removed. Look, this is a brake pad. It is mounted inside the brake cylinder. Next, we will disassemble the brake cylinder. Find an adjustable wrench. Remove the screw under the brake cylinder. Listen! Let's go to the front and have a look. Car behind me. The car owner told me. After parking the car here in the morning, the car won't start. Let me come over and help him take a look. Now, let's take a look. What exactly is wrong with this car? Try starting the car first. 3, 2, 1, start up! It really can't be started. Try again. It really doesn't work. What is the reason? Let's go to the front and have a look. It's easy to start a car when it's cold. It's hard to start the car when it's hot. This problem is related to the temperature of the engine. Maybe it's because this part is broken. Right here. It's called a water temperature sensor. It controls the amount of fuel injection according to the temperature of the engine. If there is a problem with it, the car won't start. But this water temperature sensor is new. It's obvious that the car owner has already replaced this part. So I guess it's not the problem here. Pay attention to the car. Align the upper and lower card slots. Stick the new brake pads in. Let's use the same method to install the other side. 2 new brake pads have already been installed. Next step. Put the brake wheel cylinder down. Tighten the screws. Okay, our left front brake pad has been installed. Next step. Let's put the tires back on. We'll use the same method later. Replace the right front wheel brake pad. Let's go. Okay, replacement completed. But it's not over yet. The last step is very critical. Follow me. After replacing the brake pads, be sure to start the car first. Go and step on the brake pedal a few times until the pedal is hard to press. After stepping hard, the brake can be used normally. Any other car questions? Leave a message in the That's it. Then install this. Installing brake pads is very easy. Look, lift the brake wheel cylinder. Align the brake pads between the upper and lower grooves. Push it in. That's it. Then install this side in the same way. Done. 2 new pieces have been installed. Put down the brake cylinder. Install the screws. Then tighten the screws. After tightening the screws, the brake pad of the left front wheel is installed. Next, put the tires back on. After installing the tire, replace the right brake pad in the same way. Come on, pay attention to the car behind me. The car owner said he smelled a smell of gasoline while driving. He was so scared that he didn't dare to drive the car again. Today, let's see what's wrong with the car. Let's try the car first. This car does smell quite bad of gasoline. Look at this. The fuel consumption is too high. Logically speaking, this model's fuel consumption shouldn't be so high. Let's go see what's going on. The car's fuel consumption has increased, and I can smell the smell of gasoline. I judge that there is a problem with the carbon canister solenoid valve. Look here. This cylindrical part is the carbon canister solenoid valve. In general, if there is a problem here, the 2 situations just mentioned will occur. Let's take it apart. See if my judgment is right. The method of disassembly is very simple. All it takes is your hands. Come on to it. Come and look here. Did you see it? There's so much sludge here. The sensor is wrapped in dirt. No wonder the car can't start. The problem was found Wouldn't it be easy to solve? Friends, follow me. Find a bottle of detergent. Clean off the sludge attached to it. Take a look. A lot of dirty things. This kind of cleaning agent can be purchased at the dollar store. Very cheap. Okay, take paper and wipe it clean. Look, after I washed it, it looked like new. Next, let's install it on the car. Come on. Plug it back in first. After aligning the small hole, give it a push like this. Next step, put the plug back in. Okay, install the resonator box again. Okay, all done. Come and look here. Back into place. Take a screwdriver and stick it in. Pry it a little to put the sub pump back into place. Okay, open the wheel cylinder. And the two pieces inside are the brake pads. This is the brake wheel cylinder. This is the brake disc. This is a brake pad. When they are clamped, the tires cannot rotate. Just release it and it will turn. Clamped, the tires cannot rotate. Just release it and it will turn. This is how car brakes work. Okay, let's take off these two brake pads. Look, these two brake pads are so thick that you can still drive at least 3,000 to 4,000 kilometers. But look, there are bumps all over the brake disc. So much so that the brake disc was even worn with a groove. No wonder you hear a harsh squeal when you apply the brakes. In fact, if it is just this kind of unevenness, the abnormal noise can be solved by polishing it with sandpaper. But the repair shop actually asked me to replace it, which was really a scam. But since we have bought new ones, let's replace them. First, look here, the carbon canister solenoid valve is actually installed on two shelves. Let's use our fingers first. Pull it off the shelf. Second, after pulling it out, remove the pipe here. Okay, remove the pipes and plugs here as well. This carbon canister solenoid valve, one end is connected to the fuel tank, one end is connected to the engine. The two ends are not connected to each other. If both ends are connected, the engine will constantly absorb fuel vapor from the fuel tank. Fuel consumption will increase. You can smell the smell of gasoline even when you are sitting in the car. Now let's check. Did you hear that? Blowing noise. Sure enough, both ends of it were connected. The cause of the problem was found. Wouldn't it be easy to solve? First,
car and can't get out. Don't panic. Third, the car cannot be put into gear. Don't rush to hire a tow truck. Take off the dust cover. There is a yellow button inside. Look, insert it with a key, so you can switch gears. Fourth, the car horn does not sound. Don't rush to spend money on repairs. This is usually due to a blown fuse. Find the fuse box in the engine compartment. There are spare fuses inside. Put on the spare fuse. This way the horn will sound. At last.
after tightening the screw, now you can completely unscrew the screw by hand. Take off the tires. We put this old tire under the car. Next, install this spare tire. Remember, you must align these 5 small holes when installing. Then tighten the screws. When tightening screws, the screws must be tightened diagonally. After tightening the screws, you can lower the jack. Next, use this tire wrench to tighten this screw. Okay, after tightening the screws, the spare tire has been replaced. Put all these things in the trunk.
Thank you very much.
It's okay. Please be careful when driving. The speed of the spare tire cannot exceed 80 kilometers per hour.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome.